What's going on, everybody? Landon here. We got Gus from. Introduce yourself, Gus. Where are you from? What's your business is?
Gus from Long Island, from New York. I own 3 companies. We do power washing, so that's Dr. Drizzle. We do air duct cleaning and dryer vent cleaning, that's Dr. Duct. And we do holiday light installations in the winter, so that's Dr. Glow. So I got all the doctors.
All three. I love that. And my curiosity coming now, doctor, where did that come from?
Honestly, so I really don't even know. My dad and I talk, like he's a business guy. He's owned several companies throughout his life, and just wanted something different, something different, something fun, something funny to, have people remember. It was just, we didn't, just tossed around like Premier Power Washing, Supreme, like just like the basic ones, and it's just like, it just wasn't memorable. So I honestly don't even know where, he's actually a doctor. So maybe somehow, like subconsciously, we didn't ever talk about that. It wasn't like, you're a doctor. Like, I never wanted to be a doctor, so it's not like I'm trying to be like this doctor. But yeah, it was
Good stuff.
just wanted to be memorable.
Obviously, it's working.
Yeah.
Whatever
Yeah.
you're doing is obviously working.
Appreciate it.
Because you've been with us for a couple of years now. This is obviously your second time in gray Vancouver. I don't know if people are able to see a little bit. I don't know. The weather's doing its own thing today. When you initially kind of reached out to us, how long were you initially following us for, Gus? And then, what were some of the things that you were reaching out for help with?
Right. So initially, it had to have been at least 2 years, maybe a little bit longer. I don't remember exactly what I got, but I think it was some type of email that I got in the winter. I think it was in like October, November, like going into the slow season, and I got some sort of email to like listen to a podcast or a YouTube. It might have been a YouTube video at the time. I forget what it was. But anyways, it was about 2.5 years. I listened to a lot of David's stuff, listened to his podcast, watched some videos that I saw online, and then that was only a year and a half into my business. So I was trying to just implement stuff that I was able to watch from YouTube and stuff like that on my own. And then from there, it took 2.5 years, and I'm like, you know what? I gotta reach out, because I was just, I was set up, like I wasn't on the truck at the time. I was off the truck already, but I wasn't scaling. So that was my problem. Like, and I know a lot of people that come and that I've met here, it's like they're still on the truck and all that stuff. So that wasn't my problem. Mine was just that I was stuck at like a 300K revenue, and like I couldn't, like I would hit 310, 315, 320. It was just like, wasn't moving. So that was my main issue, is like I needed to, reach out to you guys to try to help scale, and it's definitely worked.
Well, why don't you touch on what you told me in the food court 2 nights ago? What'd you close the year out at in 2025?
We closed the year just above 720. So
Man, how does that feel?
Honestly, like it feels very good, but I wanted to hit 1 million. So
This year, 26.
I just turned 31. My goal by the time I was 30 was to hit 1 million. So I'm a little behind, but all the people you read, you got to set your goals higher and come a little short.
That's
if I set them at 500 or 720, then I probably would have only hit 500.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
So yeah,
Absolutely.
it feels good, but there's
Always.
still that hunger to really get above the million.
Yeah, and I think that's extremely important. That continued ambition, right? Because there are some individuals out there. They hit a certain, thing, and maybe they're listening to this, but that number's not 720. Maybe it's 400 or whatever it is, and they kind of get complacent. They kind of get comfortable, right? So, with you, Gus, how would you sum up your experience in one word? Because for us to deep dive all 3 brands, all the things that have changed, we're going to sit here for 3 hours, and the people don't have time for that. They have a 5-second attention span. How would you sum up your experience with HSBC? You've met us twice now. You've been to the summit twice. As a whole, what's one sentence to sum us up with?
One sentence. Man, that's tough. Put me on the spot.
It could be a paragraph as well, too.
Yeah. Honestly, the closeness, and the ability to talk to all of you guys, and just pick everybody's brain and put it all into my brain, right? Like sometimes one thing that Jackson says, I'm gonna be like, I don't like that, but then I talk to David and it's something different, or I talk to AJ and it's something different. So like being able to talk to everybody and having that capability to do that and see everybody, like I think that's huge. And then the summit too. I mean, coming to the summit is just huge, to be able to network with other other businesses. So I know that's not one sentence, but I think the closeliness,
Yep.
is that the right word?
Yep.
Closeliness
Yep.
of everybody, and how it's just easy to communicate with everybody,
Yeah.
with the Slack channel, the school, and everything like that. I think that's probably the best thing, and the systems, obviously. I mean, that goes without being said, but that's what's helped the most. But
Yeah, I love that,
But
Gus.
yeah, so
What would you tell somebody, last question? They're looking at us, maybe they're hovering like a little shark, and they're seeing the whale, but I don't know, is the meat good? They have all these questions rolling through their mind. What would you tell somebody that is maybe on the fence?
just do it. Literally, just do it. Like, it's worth it. It's totally worth it. It's whether you're at my point where I was stuck and I couldn't scale, or if you're at 100K or less, or 100 to 200, like, it's totally worth it. You just have to see it for yourself. Like, you got to go out and do it. You'll get the systems. You get the blueprint, everything like that. Like, it just, when I actually sat down and got the blueprint and signed up and went after it, like, it was just mind changing. Like, it was like something different. Like, you just have to see it for yourself. Like, watching the videos is good and everything like that, but having it, actually in person and tangible, and being able to go and do all the things it's just different. So, I would say just do it, because I also see the value, and I've seen other people that have come to the summits and in the community that were lower than I am and higher in revenue, and it's helped all levels. So, I would say if you're on the fence, just don't stop thinking about it. Like, you have to spend money to make money.
Yeah.
And, I know some people might think it's expensive, whatever the price is, but, it's expensive, but what do you want in return? The return on investment is there. So,
Yeah. What was? Let's calculate your return quickly. It's 30x. A little bit, 25x, something like that.
Something like something like that.
It's insane. Better than ROI. And the one thing I want to commend you, specifically you, Gus. I met you twice. You look at this guy's from Long Island. You Long Islanders have reps. New Yorkers have reps, and Gus and I have talked about this. The one thing is that regardless of the revenue, your humility throughout. And this is again a key of anybody listening. How do we grow? How do we do this? How do we do that? I think number one, it starts from a place of humility. If you didn't have the humility to say, crap, maybe I don't know everything. Crap, maybe these guys are right. Maybe there's things wrong in my business, even though you've put blood, sweat, and tears behind growing the brands. Everything has been Gus. But then also having the humility of, hey, maybe I am the bottleneck. And now look at what has happened. The business in a year has over doubled itself. That doesn't happen, Gus, from us. It happens, we help, but it starts with you. And that's just one thing between me and you. I just want to tip my hat to you, because it's not super common in the home services, and then especially East Coasters, baby, as you know.
Yeah.
So, Gus, I appreciate your time very much. It's been always good to see you. And we'll talk with you soon, I'm sure.
I appreciate it, Landon. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.